Welcome to Sunday Live and thank you for joining us today. Today we're taking a look at some Bill's khakis that we just got back in stock. They are just the original Twill. If you're not familiar with Bill's, they have original Twill and vintage Twill are the two styles that we usually bring in. They've came out with different styles over the years, but original and vintage are the style or the Twills that we usually have in stock. And we're just excited that Bill's is starting to well, they've always been producing, but we're starting to get more in the store. And so we have original Twill in the M2. So the M2 is that classic fit. It's a 10-inch rise. The original Twill is that 8.5 ounces. The vintage Twill, people always ask, they're just a little bit lighter weight. They're that 7 ounce. So these are those original 8.5 ounces. We have the M2 in the plain front and the pleated front. So if you are looking for those pleats, I know we have a lot of Hanson's customers that love those pleats. So we do have some in the pleated and some in the plain front. In the original Twill, I was told I'm supposed to have some vintage Twills, I believe just in the plain front, starting to arrive next week here. So hopefully that is true to happening. So really just jumping on today, it's going to be nice and short just to talk about these bills really quick for you. The first ones we're going to look at are just the plain front. So the M2 plain front original Twill. And I have sizes 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, and 44. So those are the sizes that we currently have in them. They did go up in price a little bit. They used to be $155. They are now $185. Again, they're 100% cotton, that classic fit, 10-inch rise. If you are not familiar with Bill's, they do all come unfinished. So when you are checking out with Hanson's, you have the choice to choose whether you want them unfinished or you want them to finish, or you want us to finish them for you. We do not charge you anything additional to finish them for you. Please note, if you're looking at our description on these pants, we do personally add a 1/2 inch to whatever inseam that you choose for shrinkage. So if you do not want us to add that shrinkage, either when you're checking out, make a comment, or we have some gentlemen that will choose a 1/2 size lower, knowing that we're going to put that 1/2 size on. So there's a couple different ways, or you can always call and place your order, and I can make a note that you don't want us to add that shrinkage, but it does say that in our description, and we do that. The bottom finishes that we offer are plain bottom or a cuff. So however you want them to come to you, we do that for you. And again, we don't charge you anything additional, but we definitely can ship them out to you unfinished as well. So completely however you want to have those pants delivered to you. So again, they do sit here unfinished. So when you're choosing that inseam, our tailor is finishing them up for you. So again, these are those original Twills. So they're the 8.5 ounces. These are just the plain fronts. So there's no pleats on these. And then they just have those two back pockets here. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that we had some little extra fabric sitting on there when I would have showed you the front here. So again, just that nice, simple, plain front, traditional Bill's, original Twills, in the color khaki. And khaki is the only color that I currently do have. British khaki, khaki, navy, and like a stone were their core colors when they were always producing. So we'll kind of see how those other colors all do come back as we keep going along here. Again, these are just the khaki in color. And so the second pair, it's the same thing. They have the same 10-inch rise. They're the 8.5 ounces. They're the classic fit. The sizes that I have on the pleated, so we're going to talk about the pleated here, are 34, 35, 36. I am completely sold out of 38s. The gentleman did jump on and buy all of them that I had brought in. 40, 42, and 44. These also retail for that $185, just like the other ones. They sit here unfinished. We finish them off for you. These are the pleated pair. So I'll just kind of show you the fronts here. And what they sound like. They're gonna have pleats on the front. Obviously I did not open these up before the video. So they have the pleated front, and then the backs will be the exact same. The fit is gonna be the exact same as the plain front. These ones just have the pleats, again, in that original twill. They both retail for that $185. They're that 8.5 ounces, colors khaki, and we will finish them however you wish. If you have not bought bills in the past, or you're not really for sure on your size, I would recommend us shipping them to you unfinished and you having them tailored somewhere locally. It is a lot easier to return a pair of untailored pants to us versus us cutting them up for you, shipping them off, and then you deciding you didn't like how they fit. So if you are first time buying bills or you're questioning your size, if you haven't had them for some time, the sizing has not changed, but we would recommend you just grabbing them unfinished. The last thing I'm going to note is that we do have our Hanson 1902 shirt sale going on right now. If you buy 5, you get the 6 free. If you go on our site, hansonsclothing.com, they're all Thomas Mason fabrics, so they're absolutely beautiful fabrics to choose from. We don't have all the fabrics out on our site. There's a few samples, and then we would work with us kind of a little closer on this one to get you different samples to you for you to look at them, see what colors that you were looking for, or the different fabric types. But again, it's buy 5, you get that 6th one free. So if you have any questions on our 1902 shirt sale or the Bill's Khakis, you can always give us a call at 712-262-2085. Otherwise, you can find everything at hansonsclothing.com. Thank you for joining us today.